Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter and it's Wednesday, so that means it's time to nerd out with me with all the latest in the Star Wars comics, novels, TV series, and more. I'm here to break them down for you guys. This week we have two new Marvel comics. The first one is my favorite series ongoing, that is Darth Vader. This is issue number 20, and that is part 2 of the Fortress Vader arc. So we have this comic opening with this very tense scene of Vader having his lightsaber about to strike down one of his own Inquisitors, because we found out in the previous issue that she had a moment of weakness and almost let her target go to have some sympathy, but she did end up intercepting the target. But that is besides the point, because Vader, when he has his eyes on his prey, so to speak, he does not let up. And actually, he is kind of intercepted by this other Inquisitor that sticks up for this female Inquisitor, and now they are both on the run from Darth Vader. So we have Darth Vader, who is hunting these two Inquisitors that have now turned their back on pretty much Vader, and they're going all through Coruscant. They're having this mega battle. There's speeders flying everywhere, explosions everywhere, people getting caught in a blast, and by the end of it, we do have Vader, who succeeds in killing both of these Inquisitors, but it is not without his own reprimand from Palpatine himself, who is not very pleased when he finds out that a lot of his plans have fallen through because Vader just, tapped into his rage and just went and destroyed these Inquisitors. So now Palpatine says, look, we gotta find you a new way of operating. And well, by the end of this issue, Vader does choose to say, look, why don't you just give me a planet? Give me a world. And Inquisitor says, what do you want? It's actually Vader that says he wants Mustafar. So this whole time he knew this Mustafar arc was coming. We knew that Vader, thanks to Rogue One, that his castle is on Mustafar. And I always thought it was maybe the Emperor's being very cruel to Vader, knowing that was his weakness. That's where he became Darth Vader. But this whole time, it's actually Vader that actually recommended that his world be Mustafar. So I thought that was really cool. So let's just break down the specifics of this issue. The first one that I really enjoyed was we see when Vader gets that new Naboo cruiser that we see in the Phantom Menace that he was actually on. That's his first way off of Naboo into space. The Emperor gives that to him as a prize for taking out Eth Koth in the last issue. And that is pretty cool because we actually do see this exact Nubian cruiser show up in the Darth Vader series, in the very early parts of that series. And another thing that kind of bounced off that fact is the Emperor at this point is talking to Vader and says, look, the Jedi at this point, we don't really have to worry about them. I guess at this point they have quelled enough of the survivors of Order 66 that at this point in time, I guess it's maybe a year or two after Revenge of the Sith, I'm just guessing because we don't have exact numbers that I know, they are satisfied. Palpatine says, unless somebody surfaces up, then I'll send you out to get them. But for now, we're going to do something else, more diplomatic stuff. Emperor actually says that he should go and take out Bail Organa on Alderaan. And that is when Darth Vader says no to the Emperor. And you don't say no to the Emperor, but that is when he recommends he wants to have a world, and it must be Mustafar. So that, to me, was very interesting about how they're actually done killing Jedi right now. They're done being proactive about getting them before they start anything crazy. And one last thing, I just want to mention the artwork is incredible in this issue, especially with Giuseppe Camicoli. He does a really, really masterful job as far as just depicting the world of Coruscant as this place where there's speeders everywhere. There's so much going on in every one of these scenes. And again, this series never fails to disappoint. And the next issue I want to talk about is Dr. Aphra issue number 23. This is part 4 of the Catastrophe Con. In this, we have Star, we have Dr. Aphra, we have Captain Tolvan, who are all together on this sequester jail. It's this mobile penal colony led by the Empire, and well, the Imperials have jettisoned this penal colony towards the nearest rebel planet with sympathizers on it because there are these force-sensitive spores that are all aboard the ship causing havoc. The Imperials want nothing to do with it, so we have Aphra, who is panicking. She sends a distress signal to the only person I guess that she has contact with anymore, and that is the vigilante, the ex-cop, if you will. That is Tam Plaza, one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite side characters. They make a deal saying that Tam Plaza wants Dr. Evazan, and well, Dr. Aphra doctors up this image because of her friend Lopset, who is a changeling, to look like Evazan on the holo communicator, So they make a deal saying that she'll give him Evazan if he helps them out and doesn't kill her, because basically this Tampazla has Dr. Aphra on his kill list. So throughout this issue, we have all these characters. I won't call them heroes because they're definitely not heroes. They're more like anti-heroes, really. And they are trying to just stay alive long enough with these spores going around and causing havoc. And by the end of the issue, we find out that Captain Tolvan herself has contacted Darth Vader and just spilled the beans on him and wants to actually meet him in person. So we know that she's pretty much dead in the water, because he'll never let that information get out of there alive. So talking about things I really enjoyed about this issue, first off, the opening pages, we have 000, that crazy psychotic droid. Actually looks like he killed the modal nodes. Yes, those instrument playing biths that we're seeing in the Chowman's Cantina in A New Hope. They're just floating in space. It's crazy, guys. I can't believe they actually did that. It's just so random, but it's like, wow, he is heartless, because BT's there along with him. Another thing I enjoyed was seeing that conversations were arising between Aphra and both Sana, Saros, as well as Tolvan, between all these people about, okay, like, what was your past experience with Sana, and Sana was talking to Aphra about Tolvan and all this kind of stuff. So it's good to see more of this kind of very tense type of situation where we have all these ex-lovers together and their quarrels are still obviously there. You have Sana Saros, who still doesn't care if she gets out of their life. She's just trying to survive long enough, and as soon as she gets to a safe place, she is definitely going to bring Aphra in. She doesn't care. She's just dealing with her right now because it's the only way that she could survive. And I did like to see that Aphra has more humanity, more of a heart in this issue. She's trying not to just escape with her life to get out of there. She is trying to disperse a lot of the junk that's going to jettison toward the planet, so hopefully it doesn't cause as much harm. So like always, Dr. Aphra is just a very enjoyable type of Star Wars comic. It is a little bit different, but I like that it takes risk and it just definitely breaks new ground while still feeling like it is in Star Wars for sure. Some bit of news that just recently came out through the solicitations for November 2018 is we are getting a brand new 5-part miniseries called Han Solo Imperial Cadet. This is going to focus on that time span, I believe it's 3 years, where Han Solo basically goes from where he is on Corellia and joins the Imperials up until he goes to Minban, I guess. So that to me is awesome that we're still getting an expansion on Han Solo's character, and it does make sense because we have 2 Lando comic miniseries, so now we're going to have 2 Han Solo miniseries, so pretty cool stuff there. We're also still getting that Han Solo Star Wars story comic adaptation too. So we're going to have lots of Han Solo content in the near future. So next week you guys can look forward to Lando Double or Nothing, issue number 4, as well as Poe Dameron, annual number 2. What did you guys think about this week's comics? Let's talk about them all in the comment section below. This week we had some information regarding Star Wars Resistance, so I have my reaction to the 1-minute trailer, and I also do a 45-minute prediction video where me and Mike from Force Within TV, who is actually rebranding his YouTube channel to Star Wars Speculations, we do a 45-minute breakdown of the trailer and make a lot of predictions. So if you think you might be interested in that, check that out. But with that being said, my name is Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also included 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.